Well, Bone, big weekend of SANFL footy. South take on Glenelg. Good Friday. Their league team starts at 3:10. They've got a new coach, new players, a new game style, and new belief. They're
and
two
a good
from
look.
two.
Absolutely.
Joining us, one of their leaders, Xavier Gotch. Gotchy, thanks for your time.
No worries, guys. Thanks for having me.
Jeez, 2 from 2. That's a good start.
Yeah, we're very happy. I mean, we probably can't get ahead of where we're at, and I mean, so far 2 from 2, good work and great start to the year. But I mean, there's a long way to go. So,
Hey, Gotchy, 2 from 2 is good. 2 good scalps though, too. West Adelaide and North Adelaide. How did you do it? What's been the plan?
I mean, yeah, definitely. North obviously were a grand final team last year, and Westie's also a finalist as well. So I mean, I guess there's a few factors that come into it. Yes, we've got a new coach, and yes, we've taken on a new game style. But I mean, it's the overall buy-in from all the players, I reckon, especially as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that have added up to obviously getting us this great start. But I mean, it so quickly can come undone. So I guess we've just got to keep the foot down now and keep to our structures and processes and make sure we're doing everything right.
Nicely said, young man. Tell us about the buy-in from the players. That's something that's really interesting. I don't think it's... We've seen that at South Adelaide for a couple of years. Been waiting for it to happen. Why all of a sudden? Why now?
Again, I think we've had Daniel Healy, who does the leading team stuff. He's come in and he's sort of shaken up the whole group, I reckon, and it's put a lot of responsibility back on to the playing group itself. And it's definitely, I mean, I think our leadership group has progressed from where it's been in the last few years, and I mean, that comes with age, obviously. And, but yeah, I think the experience now is starting to come through, and we've got, you know, sort of the 10 to 12 guys who have played over, I guess, 40, 50 games, and we've got a couple of real senior players now who are making a mark on this comp. So, I mean, yeah, I guess we've sort of said that if we can keep everyone buying in, everyone doing the right thing and being honest, then, you know, there's no sort of stopping sort of where we can go and where we can get to.
You're one of the leaders and doing a good job too. I've been super impressed with your Ruckman, Keegan Brooksby. He's in ripping form.
Absolutely. I mean, Keegan's probably been one of our catalysts really so far this year. His work, and even, I mean, not just his ruck work, he's getting forward and he's kicking goals, and he's got some of the best hands I've seen going around. So, I mean, he's been great in helping out our forwards and getting forward as well. So, I mean, yeah, big year for him, I reckon, ahead. And
your roommate, Brett Eddy, he's hitting the scoreboard?
He's firing at the minute.
He got, 6 on the weekend?
Yeah, correct. I think he's up to about 10 now. So, I mean, he's not short of telling us either, but, I mean, he's been in great form, and obviously that's coming off a great start to his pre-season as well. So, I mean, he's set for another big year, I reckon.
Brett sent me a text, your roommate, and reckons he doesn't see you Sunday because you're mowing your dad's lawn to get a game.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of truth to that. No, it's more I'm cooking dinner for him. Getting picked.
Well, I know your dad coached you before in the VFL, but honestly, what's it like? Oh, we love your old man, Gotchy. He's a damn ripper, and no surprise. I know it's only early, only 2 games that he's going to turn that club around, but honestly, what is it like?
I mean, I think when I was under him at Williamstown for that year, I was first year out of under-18 footy. So, I mean, I was a young kid and I guess trying to find my way a little bit. But since being over here, I've been here, this is my 5th year in the SANFL now. So, I mean, I sort of found my feet a little bit, and I'm part of the leadership group. So, I mean, he's come in, and I guess we sort of said from the start, it's just got to be, I mean, he has to be honest, I have to be honest. And to be honest, I haven't found any issues yet, but I guess it's pretty easy when you're winning games. But I mean, yeah, I guess we've got a good spread from our coaches and, I mean, our manager and CEO. They're all buying in and letting me know. So, I mean, yeah, it's making it easy so far.
I think I read on the website your dad's favourite saying is, gee whiz, Rolfie's in good nick.
He doesn't quit with it, actually. But
now is that because Rolfie's got some weight, some pudding, or he actually is in good nick?
Well, I mean, he's probably carrying a couple extra, and he's going to hate me for saying it, but he's up and about now, Rolf. He's obviously coming off his knee surgery, and he's coming back through with training, so he's not far off, though. Oh,
good. Gee whiz.
Hey, Gotchy, tell us about the depth of your footy club. I noticed that while the league team are unbeaten, you haven't won a game in either the 2s, the 18s, or the 16s. Is that a true reflection of where the club and your depth is, or not?
To be honest, I reckon this year, more so than any other before, we've got sort of 5, 6, even 7 blokes sort of waiting to come back into our senior side. So, I mean, I reckon our depth for our senior team isn't bad. I mean, we've probably got a couple on injury list with Caleb Daniel, Brady Seckle, and they'll be, right to go in a few weeks' time. But I guess our juniors, it's always been a little bit that case, and I know Tony Bamford's been trying to change that with all the development work he's doing with our junior levels. So we're just hoping that, I guess, our 16s and 18s, we get a good new breed coming through, and I guess they can sort of buy into what we're doing at the senior level as well, to hopefully start pushing along.
Is it fair to say you've had your challenges recruiting through your zone? You've always had such a magnificent zone, which I think every other club's looked at and said, gee, I like a part of that, but it's never seemed to have materialised. I don't know, it just seems to be, at odds with other leagues. Is it getting any better?
I reckon it has been, yeah. I mean, it definitely has been an issue, and I guess that's why they've got Tony to come in and to really shake up that junior level with the work he's doing at the 16s and 18s. But, yeah, I mean, I guess there always has been. We haven't really had a huge influx of kids coming to our senior group each year. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how well the other teams go with it, but it seems like they've just got kids that are ready to come in and play reserve footy and then come straight into senior footy. So, I mean, we're hoping that's where it's going to get to in the next, sort of year two. But, yeah, until then, I guess we're sort of just waiting a little bit.
Xavier Gotch, our guest from South. They take on Glenelg Good Friday. The league team starts at 3:10. They have a ripping day out there. Book into the bistro. Have a good time. You can park your cars. Family atmosphere. It's their biggest round of the year. Hey, what's the talk amongst your playing group, playing against the SANFL Crows and the Port team?
To be honest, I think even from our group especially, we've been pretty excited by it. I guess it gives you a chance to play against some big-name AFL players as well, but I guess we were sort of hoping that it'd bring more people to the game, and our crowds get bigger and bigger, and it hasn't really affected us in any way. But yeah, I guess it is exciting playing against an AFL listed side in the SANFL competition. So
yeah, well, you played against I think it was the Crows, and I went out and saw the last trial before the season and did well. Gee, you'd expect Glenelg to bounce back. How's that? 152-point pants around the ankles dropping.
Absolutely. I sort of went out and had a bit of a look in the first half as well, but, I mean, you look at their side on paper, they've got some talented players out there, so, I mean, I know that Nick Stevens won't be happy with that, and they'll be coming out firing this week, and we've just got to be ready and sticking to our game plan and style and make sure that our processes are right, I guess.
Now, we're interactive here on 1999 3095, Xavier. You know how it works. Now, a bloke by the name of Brett Eddy, now I know him, has just sent in a text. He reckons you've been practising a few new dance moves in front of the mirror at home. And then you Snapchat yourself and send it off on, what do you call it, the selfie?
He's a selfie, yeah. He was that last time we were meeting.
Hey, if I'm doing that, that's a huge call from him. He'd be next to me doing the same thing, I reckon.
Ooh, bit touchy though, young fella, I reckon. You snapped a little there.
Not at all.
Well, mate, you're great fun. All the best for the season. Hopefully we'll speak to you before the year's out, no doubt. It's a big game this week. South take on Glenelg. It is Good Friday. And well done to
well,
South.
Haven't they?
Look, honestly, Bone, they do it really well out there. The league starts at 3:10. It's a huge day. The 18s, the reserves, the league. Have a good one, Xavier, and thanks for your time.
Thanks, boys. Thank you very much.
Well done, Gotchi.
He's good fun.
He is very good fun.
Good
It's
player,
a big
too.
game, you're right, because it's a massive game for the Glenelg Footy Club. After two losses like that, they must respond. Don't necessarily have to win, but you've got to be better than 152 points.
Tell you what, they are hard to beat at Noarlunga South. I know when I was with Rubbers for those 6 years, we'd go out there and South are always up and about.
Yeah.
Hard to beat out there.
Xavier Gotch, our guest.